Welcome to Opinions Like Ales, everybody, your favorite pop culture podcast where we have opinions and most of them stink. My name is Michael Zampino. With me, as always, is Hilton Price.
The thing about going to sleep at night is you have to remember that anything that you think right before you fall asleep, you will not remember when you wake up. As comedians, we know this for those amazing, very funny bits that come to us right before bed. And we don't write them down because we know I want to remember.
I'll remember.
You don't.
No,
you
never.
don't. Don't do it.
Never once.
Likewise, you suddenly remember you didn't pay that electric bill.
Oh, no.
Get the fuck up.
Get up and do it.
Write a note for you at least. Don't trust yourself. You have let yourself down more than anyone. Be honest.
Cam, you ever woke up in a panic over a bill?
Most of my bills are paid at night, right as I'm about to fall asleep, where I'll remember, like, oh shit, my electricity is going to be shut off, and then I'll do it right there.
Could you know?
I know I'll forget in the morning.
You probably
Cam Porter, conscientious sleepy boy.
bill paying,
aware
sleep
of
getting.
All of my business dealings are done at 2 a.m. before I forget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's bill paying time.
I literally cannot tell you the last time I was awake at 2 in the morning.
I didn't used to be,
been
and
a
then
while.
I was suddenly unemployed.
Suddenly a
and now
night boy. Yeah.
So I'm hosting the Looney Bin Comedy Club this week.
It was probably when I was a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
So I'm hosting the Bin.
Yeah.
Fantastic comedians. Dwight Simmons, Landry. Go see them. They are hilarious. And
Comedian land.
comedian Landry from Las Vegas.
Landry, go see him.
Yeah, Landry, go see him.
Yeah.
Go see him, Landry. That's his name. No, very funny guys. Last night at the show, a friend came to the show, to the late show, and afterwards we were in the parking lot smoking a joint. And
Allegedly.
allegedly. And they are
Medicinally.
Yes.
They do an impression of how one of the comedians acted on stage, and it was a very gratuitous caricature style impression, very over the top, and she's moving her body in very silly ways. And right as that happened, the comics are coming out of the club. This is after the show, and they're going to their car to head back to the comedy condo.
Right.
Which is not a very funny house. It's just where the comedians stay.
Right.
Correct.
So now their path and me and my friend, we're on two separate paths. And so I have a quick decision to make. Do I introduce the comics to this person who's doing a ridiculous caricature of one of their bits? And my mind said, Hilton, yes, you fucking do.
Yeah, of course you
Yeah.
do.
You drag this human to meet these other people right the fuck now. So I wave my hands in the air. Landry, Dwight, I holler across the barren parking lot. And I say, please come forth, meet my friend.
And did you see the terror in her eyes?
No. I saw the terror in theirs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she had no idea.
No
she-
shame.
All in good fun. Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
Dude, you do you, girl. I'm all about it. But then when they saw I'll use the word performance that she offered to show their bit, they were enthralled. and I got to tell you, I have never been happier to introduce a couple of comics to a fan.
Yeah.
Before.
Last time I hosted there, I got to introduce the two out-of-town comics to Biker Fox.
Oh, God.
That is so much better. Than
We
our
are
story.
God.
we're standing outside, and I look over and I audibly go, "Holy fucking shit! Here comes Biker Fox!" And Cam Bertrand, the comic I was with, he goes, "Who the fuck is Biker Fox?" And I said, "Oh, buddy, you're about to find out."
That's amazing.
And he came over, and the first words out of his mouth, he came over and did like a really cool guy, like bike stop, you know, where it like goes
The
sideways.
spin, yeah.
And he goes, "Hey guys, what's the name of my movie?"
What?
Yeah. "Hey guys, what's the name of my movie?" And I said, "The Biker Fox movie." And he's like, "This one gets it."
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Have you ever seen the Biker Fox movie?
No,
Cam?
I didn't know he had a movie.
We got to at least watch the trailer.
right,
and
fuck.
so
I mean,
but this will
I've
work
seen
because
enough of
what
Biker
happened,
Fox in real life.
But what happened is, as soon as he talked for a couple more minutes, and then as soon as he left, the guys obviously had a couple of questions. And I said, "Well, here, gentlemen, let's just circle around my phone here. Let's have a little powwow around my phone, and I'll show you the trailer for the film he was referencing."
Biker Fox here. How you doing today? Listen, I want you to know something. There's a beautiful environment around you to enjoy, and you need to get out there and do it. Time to spread the word around the world. Loving, giving, hope. Oh, fuck you, you piece of shit. This seed will set your spirit free. Oh, they're fucking accurate! You could feel like a teenager again. I'm not kidding you. I don't want to go back, review this film, and see you jacking off. Don't get caught up in fiction and fantasy.
Oh,
That was like a fever dream.
There's another 60 seconds of this trailer.
Oh my
It
God.
is otherworldly.
I've done my best.
Brilliantly edited, by the way, to show
absolutely.
the plurality,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
of what Biker
It's time to
Fox
spread
is.
love. Fuck you, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy is a fucking trip.
The
Hey
only thing
guys, what's the name of my movie?
The only thing that's missing is him hitting on teenage girls.
Absolutely.
He
yeah.
sounds like he's taken one too many hits to the head.
Yeah.
And of the pipe. Meth pipe.
Yeah.
Is it meth? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Some of that behavior is a little meth adjacent.
I think those helmets are just for show, for sure. I
The
think.
the helmets. Yeah, he's not wearing.
It
them
could
when
be a
he's
little
alone.
CTE.
Yeah.
Gone over the handlebars a couple too many times.
Yeah.
Yeah, CT. For a minute, I was like, cock and ball torture? Like, what do you...
No, CTE.
Quick time events? No, what are you
That's
talking
a
about?
Q.
QTE, never mind.
Concussion something.
Concussion, traumatic
No, it doesn't sound-
energy.
It
Yes.
actually does not have the word concussion.
Concussive
Oh,
trauma
concussive-
edict.
External occipital protuberance.
That is exactly...
Chronic
Nope.
traumatic encephalopathy.
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 But
Yes,
it's
thank you.
it's concussions.
Correct.
Yeah.
Hitting yo head a bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, repeated blows to the head and repeated episodes of concussion.
Here's the deal. We have been talking about Biker Fox for about 5 minutes now. We have not talked about his criminally tight shorts.
I wanted to just.
It's the least
not.
concerning part of him. That's why.
Exactly.
It's not.
Yeah.
It is
the
not.
most
It's
normal.
that.
It's the most. Arguably, it's the most normal thing about
That's
him.
true.
No.
Most like serious bikers have those tight
man.
spandex compression shorts.
That is the uniform.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, it's true. That's true. That is the
but
uniform.
not his 80s Jerry curl shower
he
mullet.
what he has, he
Yeah.
has a Jerry curl skullet.
Yeah.
Which is chef's kiss. I mean, if you're gonna
If you're mixing up the 70s, other cultures, and your
Porno.
own bad DNA,
He's what Hulk Hogan would have been if he never became a wrestler.
he's what Hulk Hogan's methed up cousin.
Yeah.
yeah. He's Hulk slogan.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And he lives here in Tulsa. We should probably be
Oh
clear.
yeah, no, this is a local celebrity.
This is a Tulsa-centric podcast
Yes.
this week, not as compared to always when we're
Famous
international.
Tulsa celebrities. You got
Favorite
you
Tulsa
got Leon
celebrities.
Tulsa. You got
Leon Tulsa.
Leon Russell. Leon Russell. You got
Oh,
Bill
I didn't
Hader.
realize that's
you
who
got
you met.
Alfred
Bill
Woodard,
Hader.
right?
Bill
Alfred
Hader.
Woodard, Bill
Yeah.
Hader.
Legend. Legend Alfred Woodard.
You've got
Rue McClanahan. She's not from Tulsa. I just like saying
She's from
her.
Oklahoma.
She is. Though.
Hall of Fame wide receiver and terrible politician Steve Largent.
Yes.
Yeah.
The beautiful and talented
Hanson-
Gene Triplehorn.
The Hanson brothers.
Fuck, what's his name?
And Biker Fox.
Yeah. Oh, and don't
The
forget
actor from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Fucking what's his name?
Tim Blake Nelson.
Tim Blake
Tim
Nelson.
Blake
yes.
Nelson. Yeah, this is true. He's from here too.
Yeah.
And then of course, the incredibly handsome, talented, loving, tender Mr. James Marsden.
Not from Tulsa.
No, but we moved on. I mentioned
That's-
Rue.
oh,
We're,
yeah.
we're now just Oklahoma wide.
Where's James
Gotcha.
Marsden from?
He's from. Where's he from? Heavener? Davis? I don't know. Hang on, let me pull that up.
We
again.
thought Stillwater, but I think someone recently told us we were wrong.
I read something. It might have been on Wikipedia.
No,
but,
he was Stillwater.
Oh,
Stillwater.
Stillwater. Okay.
Born
Oh,
in
cool.
Stillwater.
Oh, good.
You dumb dicks.
Go Cowboys.
Megan Mullally, I think
Megan
is from
Mullally?
OKC.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's not from OKC, but she was raised in
Oh,
Oklahoma
okay.
City.
There we go.
Because
There
I
we
saw
go.
that there's been a picture making the rounds showing her and a classically trained ballerina in dance class when she was very young.
Nice.
I saw that on the internet last week. The internet, they be sharing stuff on the
That's
internet.
true.
Yeah.
Sharing stuff on
That's
the
what
internet.
it's for.
So here's the deal about Biker Fox. He is terrifying. He is disgusting. And he is probably mentally ill. and not being treated.
That is very safe.
Right? These are all safe assumptions. These are all correct. And yet, he is only the second worst public freak in Tulsa.
Second to, of course, Paul Tay.
Paul Tay.
Yo, yeah.
Takes the cake every time.
Yeah, that guy who is just...
Paul takes the cake.
Yes.
Paul takes a dildo and puts it on a helmet.
Now, he is litigious, so I do need to preface that everything that I say about Paul Tay has strictly been said to me by others, is just what's going around. They say...
Yeah, I'm going off of what I have seen personally in my own private life as well. In personal interactions with this dickhead.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't personally interact with him myself.
I have... not on purpose, Hilton.
No, not... See, here's the deal.
We live in the same town. These were definitely not
and it's not a
consensual
big town.
No one
Sometimes you just run into these people.
No one... I hear no one consensually interacts with Paul Tay.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... I
he
hear
knows
that a lot.
where he can stand. He knows all those things.
He knows who looks like Matt Damon.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are important things.
That was very funny, though.
That was very funny.
What did he say? Back off, Matt Damon?
Yeah, objectively, that was hilarious. And then that gave him a spotlight to be terrible.
Well, then he started. He thought he was a comedian after that.
Yeah,
he started showing up to open mics and shit. And he was like,
Yep.
"I called a guy Matt Damon, and everybody thought it was hilarious. I'm a comedian now."
Yep.
Which is really the equivalent of the my friends think I'm funny, so I'm going to be a comic.
Yeah.
Only no one thought that was funny. We just thought it was ridiculous, and that's funny.
Yes.
I mean, it was
It
kind
was
of funny.
kind of funny.
It was funny.
It's kind of funny.
But he didn't know it was going to be that.
It was objectively in that environment of him like busting up that debate and then saying that was objectively, it was so ridiculous.
really
it was funny.
stupid.
Yeah.
It was wild. Either way, what was that? Was that Dewey Bartlett and G.T. Bynum debating?
Yeah.
The
classic Oklahoma Republican versus Republican.
that's all we have here now.
I don't even know why there needs to be a debate.
Right? Not to even get political anymore, get further political this episode, but even our gubernatorial race is essentially Republican because one of the candidates switched parties just so that she could run.
Yeah.
So if you like Republicans, come to Oklahoma.
I'll take Joy all day, every day.
Oh yeah, fuck it.
And twice on Sundays.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Kev's a jackass.
Anything's better than Kevin Stead
That
at
guy's
this
a
point.
jackass.
And listen, I will say, if you're listening to this and you're an Oklahoma voter, this is the last thing I'll say before we move off.
Yeah.
This November,
November 8th.
The two most important things on the election are definitely the gubernatorial race, but I think more important is the superintendent of schools.
Yeah.
This is the most important local election I can remember in a long time because Ryan Walters is legitimately dangerous. Yeah. He is of the ilk that wants to destroy public education so that only private education exists, so that only the privileged receive education because you got to keep them dumb if you're going to keep them voting against their best interests. Yeah. I cannot stress enough how important it is to look into this race. I'm not telling you that just blindly vote. I'm saying look into the things this man has said alone in his car on video because it's the only time he can do it. Because if he said it in front of other people, someone would tell him he's an insane person. Yeah.
I don't have children. I have no stake in children's development personally, but I mean, you got to look at it from a world view. If education is destroyed, no matter what, no matter if it's your kids or not, it's going to affect everything. Exactly.
And the way I like to tell people that are like, oh, I don't have kids, I don't give a shit. And I'm like, yeah, but the kids that are being terribly educated now are eventually going to be running shit when you're older.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very important. Anyways,
it is. If you want to preserve your happy fairy tale lives, you have to vote in politicians that will support those happy fairy tale lives.
And public education should be funded equally across the board.
Yeah.
And
you might not think certain things affect you, but they do.
And speaking of fairy tale lives, we got to watch the trailer for Disenchanted today. I didn't see the first one. But Cam, you said you seen it.
Yeah, I liked it. It's very funny. It was a fun little twist on the fairy tale. You know, Amy Adams plays a fairy tale princess who gets accidentally transported into the real world and tries to, it's a fish out of water.
I was saying it's kind of like as close to a Disney version of like a Naked Gun or a Hot Shot sort of spoof.
It was kind of slapsticky. Yeah, but it was funny. I mean, I haven't seen it in a few years, but I really liked it at the time. It was funny. The music was good, and had some musical numbers. And James Marsden.
Yeah, it's got James Marsden. So obviously now I'm going to go back and watch it.
Almost forgot.
He did, give it a second one. He deserves to.
Marsden sound cue.
That's right.
It's one for
ladies.
Cyclops.
Let him have it. Yeah. Oh, psych.
Every time I hear that sound, though, I instantly transport back to any two people kissing on an 80s sitcom.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Mike, stop kissing me. But yeah,
You'll never stop me.
here's the thing. When Enchanted came out, that wasn't going to be the kind of movie I was watching.
Right.
But now I definitely have an appreciation for this kind of entertainment,
Yeah.
something that is lighthearted and fun, that plays to in the world of fairy tales, which I appreciate a lot more now than I do when I was, a teen and a 20-something trying to be a guy,
Right.
Now I'll give a fuck. Tell me a fun story. Let's go on an adventure.
And also, over the last 10 years, they've done a lot more to make these movies more enjoyable for adults as well as
Right.
the children, which now more people are aware of that and more willing to watch without children in your case. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like
yeah.
whereas before you're like, well, I have no stake in this game. Why would I watch this
It's a
film?
kid's movie, yeah.
Now people are like, hey man, even if you don't got kids, they're making these movies pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Like I've always liked Disney movies since I was a kid, but I've always kind of kept up with them. And like the last few years of stuff like Moana and Enchanted and Coco and all those have been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is I finally jumped back on the bandwagon for a lot of Disney movies that I missed, and getting caught up just in the fun, in the spectacle,
Exactly.
in the adventure
Yeah.
has been a blast. Like we talked a little bit about it on the podcast, but I watched Frozen for the first time. I watched Hercules. I watched Encanto, and
I loved Encanto.
so goddamn.
It's been my
good.
favorite one of like the last few. That's
Hercules features the voice of one of my absolute favorite comedian people, Paul F. Tompkins.
Oh yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
right.
who's he in that?
He's like the little drunk. What is it like a?
It's a little
Like a
not
like
a
a
satyr
cherub, but
thing.
like-
yeah,
yeah.
a little yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
It's
about.
just a quick yeah.
Yeah, he's not in it for very long.
No. That's a fun
Shout out to
movie
PFT.
too. I love the muses, the choir of women that sing and comment throughout the film. They're fantastic, and I really get a
And
kick.
that goes back even further.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Well, and I get a kick
That's
out
an
of
old movie now.
It is
that's-
real old. Well, it's not all new movies for me. I got to catch up on some of the classics because I've missed stuff because I am hideously lazy.
There was that period of the 90s where they were really pumping out bangers, man. You had Lion King, Aladdin, Hercules, Mulan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mulan. Then it ended with Princess and the Frog. Was that same era?
Yep.
That was
That's
late
a really
90s,
good
early
one, too.
2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
another
actually
real
one
good
a big favorite in this house.
That's a
a good
big
one.
favorite for
It's a
me
real good
too.
one.
In fact, I saw I was up at Vintage Stock this week, and they had a doctor. How do you say his name? Is it Falsier? Whatever the hell the villain's
Yeah.
name is.
I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about,
played
yeah.
by Keith David. Fantastic.
We could look it
villain.
up, but,
yeah,
you know.
we could. But they had his Funko Pop, and I had to resist the urge to buy it.
Yeah. It's funny. We're going back to these classics, and I'm realizing that like, even though back then they didn't do quite as much for the adults, as far as like there wasn't as many jokes that were real like for us specifically.
Yeah.
Like they were still good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But
and it's
now
fun, too,
they're
like-
doing more specific stuff to make it equal parts. Like there's
Yeah.
stuff in here for you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of stories. Excuse me, a lot of big productions.
I'm trying to watch my
stories.
stories.
A lot of my stories are written on two levels. But then equally, a lot of them aren't. Like I'm sure you're seeing a lot of kids' TV that is very much just
Trash.
bargain
Oh, yeah.
basement. Get it out to keep the kids engaged.
Trash.
Yeah.
I told you we had to have the talk about normal people when I very first started. It was probably 2 years or so into being together, and Rhett was watching a show, and I had to sort of come in and say, no, this is fine, whatever. But I want you to notice something. I said, did you notice?
They're all beautiful people.
How every person on here is beautiful, and the only person who is not completely in shape is the big fat ugly teacher that is the butt of every joke.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And I was like, this is what Hollywood does to
Yeah.
indoctrinate people
Yep.
to thinking that only beautiful people are good.
Yeah.
And all fat people are nothing but comic relief.
Yep.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
And it starts young. It starts. They plant those seeds with kids. Well, and I mean, and even sometimes in the most innocent places, because you get it's so easy to form assumptions, to form, the basis of stereotype beliefs, so that as children's programs creators, they should be trying to find ways around that.
For sure. This definitely at least made me more interested in going back to watch the original and then giving this one a shot. There's good people in it.
Well, yeah, I really like who's playing the villain? Maya Rudolph.
She's fantastic.
She's fantastic and really looks like she's owning this role, and I think she's going to be a lot of fun in it.
Absolutely.
Well, she kind of does that with her character in Big Mouth.
Okay.
She really embraces like the sort of disgusting villainy within that character of like being sort of the id of the female characters.
Yeah.
And she's fucking awesome.
Nice.
And she says bubble bath really funny.
Bubble bath?
She'll go, I'm going to take me a bubble bath. And it's the best. It's so good.
So that looks good.
Bubble bath.
I don't know if it looks good, but it looks interesting.
It'll be fun.
This?
No,
the other trailer. The other trailer we watched. The Hot Take, the Depp Heard trial.
Just the title alone makes
Hot
me
Take.
mad. Yeah.
10 seconds into this trailer, and I can tell you that the budget for this film was $3,722.
Now, here
and 14 cents.
what the fuck is Tubi?
Tubi,
It's one of those little like.
Let's pull up a wiki. It's a shit streaming network.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's like the Quibi and CISO and.
Okay, so it's
like
just
a streaming channel.
Okay.
You know
But
how
now
you can
Quibi had unique content.
real quick.
Tubi is a
Oh, it's owned by Fox. Okay.
yeah.
So a real quick way, if you ever need to know how small the budget for any given film is, look for how many people are in any given scene. The most people you ever saw in a scene in that movie was about 9.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's just the big courtroom
And-
sequences.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like there's nobody in this movie because they couldn't. Did you see how many empty seats
Yeah.
were there?
Yeah.
Were there any empty seats in that?
Would there
fucking-
have been
No.
a single empty seat?
standing room
No.
only? They
This is
couldn't-
really, even every time
every-
it cuts to two characters talking,
There's
and
nobody
they're
else
in different
There's-
rooms.
and
Yeah.
she's walking up the stairs, and there's not a single person around her. Not a
Yeah.
paparazzi.
It's all single shots.
Wow, yeah.
That's how you can tell when a shitty movie
That's
had no money.
hilarious. Yeah.
They couldn't afford any people.
It's weird to do something about the Depp Heard trial, not only because it's still fresh.
It's not
but
even a year
because-
old.
It's not even a year old.
That's
but because
Hollywood, though,
These
to be
actors, fucking Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, are still like they're still people. Like it's not like a historical thing. So to have an actor play Johnny Depp, who is still a working actor, it just fucking weirds me out.
I'm just gonna say I'm not even remotely shocked that this happened. I'm just talking about the quality.
Oh, yeah.
This is not surprising to me at all that this is already a film. Not even a little
The
bit.
trial was from April to June, and June 1st.
Of this year.
So really
Of
April
this
and
year,
May
yeah.
of this year. And now, so May is the 5th month.
Yeah.
So let's just say that the production started in June. June, July, August, September. In 4 months,
Wow.
they have made,
And that's what you get.
Wow.
they made this movie, hired 12 people.
Is there any way
to be in it?
Most movies take at least a couple of years.
Can you pull up maybe the wiki of this actual film if you're able to and see if it says a budget? Yeah. I'm dying to know what this budget was.
$200,000.
I mean, look, it would not be surprising to me if it was like $1 million.
I'm going to pull up a few here. We'll see if I can find a wiki.
Maybe
It usually says it on IMDb though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know IMDb well enough, which is why I don't just jump here. But I don't see it.
No. Scroll up though. I want to see the cast. See if there's anybody.
Mark Hapka playing Johnny Depp. Never heard of him.
Never
Megan
heard of
Davis, Melissa Marty, Mary Carrick, Keith Jefferson,
Nope.
Ashley Lauren Ned, Daniel Lynch.
You'll never hear of any of these
Nope.
people.
Oh, Galadriel Steinman's in it. Wow, no
I
idea who that
I
is.
will give a little bit of credit. What's his name that's playing Depp?
Mark
Mark
Hapka.
Hopka. He got the voice pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He got the voice pretty good.
Yeah. Wow, it's got a little bit of a line here. He did some Beacon Hill. He was on Dollhouse.
Never heard of any of those.
Beacon Hill, I remember.
What's
when
the
that came
full
out.
title of this hot take?
Hot Take, Depp Heard.
Is it Depp versus Heard?
Depp
Hot
slash
take,
Heard.
the Depp / Heard trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Depp is very fun. The Depp to me felt like the hopefully the Halloween costume we'll see a bunch this year.
Yeah.
Which will be dudes with the slicked back hair and the blackout sunglasses with the weird little mustache goatee.
Yeah.
Saying things like this in this voice, and
She cut my finger off.
I can't believe she took a shit on my bed.
It's pretty solid Depp.
It's not bad. Not bad. Also, I'm disappointed that there was no poop in the trailer.
I know.
This. Not
You
even
think
like a
that's gotta-
hint.
that's
They
gonna
didn't
have to be.
the money. They couldn't afford the
They couldn't
gag.
hire a poop wrangler.
Yeah, they didn't have a Dookie budget.
You the union rules state you have to have a poop wrangler if
Yeah.
you're going to have any
Yes.
poop in your film.
And you've
So,
got to get with the ASPCA and
Yeah.
make sure that no poops were harmed.
the American
I believe they
Society
refer to
of
him-
Poop
Poop
Control
Control,
Act.
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe they refer to him as a Dookie czar.
A Duke's yeah. It's here's the thing.
The number one for the number twos.
Well, and that's it. You got to have at least two of them on set at all time because
Yes,
number two.
number two, yeah.
So that these are the rules. I don't. That's why I didn't become an actor. is
Right.
because of the strict rules.
and you got to join a Dookie union.
Yeah, you're not trying
It's a
to
whole
join
thing.
no shit union.
All these things I'm pulling up, all it says is like, I just keep seeing the word horrible in all caps.
About this movie,
Yes, I'm trying to find the budget real
Makes
hard.
sense. Yeah.
there was no budget. This turned out this was just Mark Hapka
This was a
and his
passion
friends.
project.
This was just a bunch of pals over
Guys,
a long
I
weekend.
swear to God, this will
is-
make us famous.
this is what-
I promise you. That's why there's only 12 people in it.
Yeah. This is whatever, like, the coins that whoever founded Tubi found in his couch, he threw together to make this.
Yeah, this is the owner of Tubi's film.
Yes.
It's the
Yeah.
entire.
Yeah.
Several of them worked for craft services and a T-shirt.
The reason we don't know about Tubi is it was created on June 1st of this year when a man in the audience at the Depp Heard trial said, "I'm
like,
going to
"Gotta
create
go."
a
Got an
network
idea.
and a movie."
You know, Lifetime
A
movies?
literal
Let's make
light
them
bulb
worse.
popped up over his head, and he sprinted out of the courtroom.
Here's what happened: a light from the courtroom ceiling fell out of its fixture,
Yes.
hit this man on the head. He stood up in his dazed state,
His day's CTE state. Call it.
Cartoon birds flying around his head.
mild aphasia, and said, "I have the best idea." Ran from the courtroom, where he ran smack into Mark Hopkins, who was there allegedly
Mark
for
Hopka.
Hopka, not
Is it
Mark
Hopkins, the
Mark
guy
Hoppus,
from Blink 182?
He ran into the bass player of Blink-182, and he was like, "Hey, you're friends with Mark Hopka, right?"
Yeah, he was. He's like, "I am friends with Mark Hopkins. He's here in the courthouse right now.
Where
Hey, man,
are you?
I think you have a head injury." And the
No,
guy was like,
that's
That's
Tom.
the other guy. I know. I hate his voice.
Tom was there too, though.
Yeah,
Tom DeLonge was there. They're friends again. They,
Oh, did they not? They're not friends anymore?
Are they not? They're not together anymore, are they?
Did Blink 182
They-
break up?
From what I no. Blink-182 is still together, but Tom left the band for a
Oh,
while.
okay.
Matt Skiba from Alkaline Trio was playing in
Okay.
in his space. But from what I understand, it wasn't anything overly like bitter or
wasn't drama.
anything. Yeah, like
He was
there's
just-
already talks of him coming back. From what
I mean, they've
understand.
been going for like 30 years.
Yeah,
You know,
and-
sometimes you just need a break.
For sure. Well, he had to go follow all the spaceship stuff he was into.
Oh,
for a
that's
while.
right. I heard he got real in aliens.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then he had his side project too for a little bit.
He should have started another band with Dan Aykroyd, who is
Yeah.
also into aliens
And Aykroyd.
and is marginally talented as a musician.
Well, a lot of us are marginally talented musicians.
You're talented as a musician.
I would say marginally.
I
Really?
have no musical talent.
I've been having fun lately because I've been hitting a creative wall in that I bought a MIDI keyboard.
Yeah.
Forcing myself to learn how to operate a MIDI device and forcing myself to learn how to play the keyboard.
Nice.
It is going spectacularly poorly.
It's
Challenging yourself to learn two things at once is a bitch, you guys.
remind me to tell you about an app later.
App later.
I don't want to sell it on.
Got it.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to give him a free fucking commercial right, now.
Spoilers, it's Duolingo. I'm learning Spanish.
No.
That little owl gonna teach me Spanish.
But no, there's
Donde
thing
el
where you
bande.
can have it plugged in, and it's.
Cool.
I think it could help.
Good
Nice.
stuff. Love it.
Yeah.
What I don't love is this damn movie.
No, it's going to be
Looks
fucking garbage.
Yeah, not watching that at all.
Hilarious.
Man.
There's been other products that I've seen like rushed out like that, and I feel like they're never any good. You know,
No.
Like another
it's-
example that I keep thinking of was the Comey rule, and even that they took a couple of years on it.
Yeah.
Right. This was literally 4 months.
Right,
for
and
Hot Take.
it felt rushed
Yeah.
at like 2 years.
Yeah.
The thing, so this is clearly trying to capitalize on the recency, on the recentness of that trial. It's
Which
still
one of
being
those words is accurate?
recent. Let's look up recency.
I think it's recentness.
Recentaliety.
Reese'sness.
Reese.
How much was it like a Reese's peanut butter?
recency. Yeah.
All right.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Oh, man. The fact of being recent or having occurred a relatively short time ago, i.e., the Depp Heard trial.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. Well done.
We're American.
Because whenever you
Word of the
corrected
day.
yourself, I was like, I kind of feel like that first one is
Yeah.
right.
Got it the first time.
Smart in the
Go with
average
your gut,
bear.
baby.
Gotta do it.
You're not a bear.
I'm not a bear. Barely here. So, yeah.
What would you be considered?
Me?
You're not a twink. You're not a bear.
I'm not a twin. I'm an otter.
Is that what that is?
I don't know what the fuck I am. No, I'm none of those
Is there a
things.
middle one
I'm
Are there like cubs, like small bears?
small? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
where you're like a bear but you're short?
Yeah.
You're like 5'3",
Yeah.
really chubby, hairy.
Well, and all of those are all the gay terms,
Right.
Bear, otter, twink, etc. But I'm bisexual, which means I'm rejected by both the gay and straight
shit.
communities.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. That's
I'm
right.
gonna get the fuck out of here. Is what I-
They're like, you selfish bitch. Get out of here. You can't just have everything. Oh, can't I?
I can and I will.
I'm an American, damn it.
American bisexual.
I
Give
may
me
be
it all.
bisexual, but I'm an American first.
The Adventures of the American Bisexual. Fun stuff.
Holy shit. TM. We're making that a show.
That's our new Tubi movie.
Coming to Tubi this fall.
Oh, man. They need to get their tubies tied. God damn it. I'm sorry. That was a terrible joke.
To be or not to be.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, Tubi movie. So here's the deal. I have brand new respect for Lil Nas X.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Already dig the dude. His style's great. His music's
Yeah.
fine. He loves speaking truth to power, which I always dig. And
Yep.
now he put a concert on pause to take a crap.
Respect.
Respect,
100% respect. Abso-fucking-lutely.
The idea of being like, you'll wait.
Yeah.
Like,
You paid your money.
So the concert, his Long Live Montero tour, already had set breaks. It was 3 acts. And I guess he took one of the act breaks early and then from backstage got on his mic and said, I'm backstage and this is not part of the show, but I'm taking a mean shit. I'm going to be like a minute or two and then I'll be right back.
how great would it have been if you'd have been like, everybody shut up, everybody shut up, everybody shut up. Oh, that would have been fucking
Oh
rad.
my god.
That's one of
That's
those-
now my dream.
You want to be famous enough
Yes.
to take a crap and
Yes.
have the audience listen.
and
And
you
be
know,
able to
as
go
soon
and
as they
to
heard
be
that
able to go,
plop-
shut the fuck up, shut up,
Yeah.
shut up, and get the entire audience
yeah.
to be
And
quiet.
then when they heard that plop, it would have been uproarious applause.
sort of erupted.
Yeah, they would have
Yeah.
torn the place
Oh
down
yeah.
in celebration.
Yeah.
It would have been the shit.
Heyo. Meow, 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 meow.
And then from then on, it would have been like fucking Rocky Horror Picture Show. People would bring toilet paper to throw on stage and shit.
God, that's so funny.
And this is what I love about this guy is he knows that we're living in a time where people will just pick apart every stupid little thing you
Yeah.
do. So he goes balls to the wall with everything. Even something as dumb as just being like, yep, I'm a human, I'll poop.
Exactly.
You know, I love
Well,
it.
and he
Look,
seems
there's
like
a book
he's-
about it. Everybody poops.
He seems like the kind of person, like, he's into the whole celebrity thing, but he's a real dude. Like, he doesn't fucking make qualms about who he is or, you know, what fucking how he lives his normal life. Like, if he's got to
Exactly.
take a shit, he's got to take a shit.
Yeah.
More power to him. Hell yeah.
And he seems to be fine with going over the top with certain things to kind of put things in people's face
Absolutely.
and be like, what the fuck's the big deal?
Yeah.
Whether it's just about his sexuality, whether it's about his over the top look, you know, for some of his shoots and some of his like he was pregnant in some photos.
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
dude is not afraid to look odd, to look
Lap dancing
unsettling.
on Satan.
Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did the whole video where he's getting down with Satan.
Yeah.
And doing it just because he knows like it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
In the end, none of this fucking matters.
No.
You know,
It's a show, baby.
Yeah.
fucking Alice Cooper was doing scary devil shit 40 fucking years
Yeah.
ago.
The whole
I've
time,
seen-
and every second he's on the golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also like a born again Christian.
Yeah.
you know.
I've seen Guar in concert 20 times, and that's
Yeah.
the most insane shit you'll ever see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And those guys are probably pretty fucking normal.
Yeah.
They're like-
Absolutely.
they're like dads and cool
Yeah,
uncles.
absolutely.
you know?
They just kind of hang out and make shit and just, yeah.
And the other thing too, they're fucking theater nerds.
Exactly.
You know, that's the thing. All of
Yeah.
these people, these were all kids on stage doing monologues in high school.
You know, it's funny. I immediately, when we started talking about this, thought about like a thing that I always think whenever I see people in trying entertainment in some way, shape, or form. Usually it's like singing or performing.
Yeah.
And the first thing I notice is when I can tell someone's not going to make it is when someone is holding back because of inhibition, their own.
Yes.
Where like
Yeah, maybe.
they're singing, they have a good voice, but they're not giving it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you gotta be like being over the top is what makes you watchable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here's the deal. Like I'm gonna share something.
Obviously, there's too much, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm at the bin all week, and Dwight.
You already
and
told
Landry-
the story.
No, different story. A lot of
okay.
stories at the bin. Be a comic, you'll get stories. Landry and Dwight are hilarious. Listeners, definitely check them both out. Follow them on social media. Dwight Simmons. Look up comedian Landry. And both of these guys are hilarious. They're talented. They're doing well. They're traveling around the country, making people laugh all over. Landry for sure has been all over the world doing this. I've been doing comedy longer than both of them.
Oh, wow.
And my little ass has been in Tulsa, fucking Oklahoma.
Still MC.
99% of the time.
Yeah.
Still working the MC slot. Don't have a fraction of the jokes they have. Not a fraction of how funny they are. And I can't speak to their experience. I just met the guys. All I know is the final product, and they're doing great. Love them.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I've done with me, though. And what I've done with me more than anything else is stood in my own way. And that's the thing. That's what you're talking about with if you're a singer, if you're an actor, if you're a comedian, go push yourself. Don't hold yourself back, whether it's from insecurity, whether it's from a lack of confidence.
Yeah.
Because those are the things that are going to keep you from reaching your potential. And not to dog on my experience. I've loved the road
Yeah.
I've been on.
Yeah.
It's been a blast. Wouldn't be sitting with you fellas here right now if I hadn't
Absolutely.
been. But imagine what could have happened if I hadn't gotten in my own way. So
For sure.
that's the biggest thing. You know, be it hump fucking Satan. Take that shit and set break.
Hell yeah.
Live like
yeah.
Lil Nas X. If there's any fucking lesson for people out
Yeah.
there, live like Lil Nas X.
Except make them listen next time.
Yeah, yeah. Make
It's
them hear that plot.
cliche. It's cliche,
God,
but
that's the idea that's so funny to me.
yeah.
Oh man.
What's the most people who've ever listened to a single shit, y'all think?
I mean, that's right there. You'd have set the world record immediately.
Oh, it had to
Should've.
have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
that concert was sold out for sure.
Right now, you're talking like organically. I don't know.
It was
maybe
at Radio
like
City Music Hall,
7
one of the
yeah.
fucking most like famous fucking venues in America.
I'm trying to think of like naturally right now the most a normal person's shit could have been heard by multiple. You know, you maybe like 10, 12 people that were
Yeah.
just too close, and I don't know. There was something that made it more audible nearby. Like
You know, I've been thinking a lot lately. So this year, I've had the chance to perform at Kane's Ballroom twice now this year. And both times to stand on that stage
Oh, yeah.
is a fucking honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And getting to sign that back wall, an honor. Imagine being at Radio City Music Hall, another one of the biggest venues in the world,
Yes.
known internationally,
Yes.
and say, I let everyone know when I was shitting there.
took the mic with him. That's the other.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
other like flex.
Yeah.
That's got to be that's the precedent now.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to outdo that by actually filming themselves taking a shit.
Well, I do get a wireless mic at the nude show.
Yeah.
There
Dookie
you
break.
go.
Dookie break. Dookie break. Dookie break.
Wow. Oh, Lil Nas X. Man. Mario movie's coming.
Yeah.
We're getting a trailer for the new Super Mario Brothers movie in just a couple short weeks. Nintendo announced that they are going to reveal it at New York Comic Con in just a few short days, October 6th, 4 p.m. So by this time next week, we should actually get a look at what the Super Mario Brothers film, which has not had an official name yet, with its cast including Chris Pratt, Charlie Cox, Jack Black, Seth Rogen, what this movie is going to look like. And to celebrate, someone has already remade Super Mario Brothers with Chris Pratt in the role of Mario. And we're going to watch a little bit of this trailer to see.
What?
And this is made
Oh
in
my God.
Unreal Engine.
Wow.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It does look like Chris Pratt. I hate the idea of a real-life Mario.
It's weird.
Yeah.
He shouldn't look like a normal man.
Yeah. Well, also, I see it looks like, is he hitting the blocks with his fist or his head?
We never knew in the original.
No, you know, he's got his fist up when he,
does have
jumps.
his
Yeah,
fist
yeah.
but it's
In the
equal.
Sprite.
It's at equal height with his head.
It's slightly higher.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Look at that mushroom. He's going to get big.
Well,
He gets big.
in Mario, it's like equal height. In this,
Yeah, you know
can see
why?
it's up
Because
a little more.
it's clipped
the
by the
sprite.
Exactly, yeah.
the
let's-
blocking.
I don't know about that. Let's pull up the Mario jumping sprite.
He's got his fist up.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, nope. Original.
Okay, original
higher.
slightly higher.
Look at that though. Equal.
That is
Even there, this hat is higher in 3.
That's Mario 3 though. That doesn't
Do
count.
Super Mario World.
Oh,
there
okay,
they had-
Okay.
they got it real good in Mario
They were
World.
like, you got to at least make the glove go above his head.
Yeah.
They were like, guys, in 3, he was hitting it with his head. We've got to fix that.
They're like, everybody's gonna think this is a hallucination from CTE. This is a CTE heavy episode.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I'm not athletic, so if
This looks fucking incredible,
it really does. This Unreal version of
It looks
Mario.
like an Uncharted game.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up.
Oh,
yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Aw.
I know. Going in the castle. Okay. Oh no, he's in the castle.
Oh shit.
Oh, he
Oh,
was
this is the
resurrected.
Bowser stage.
Oh,
Oh, he's
on
okay.
fire. Resurrected by the blood of
That
Christ.
fire looks really good.
Yeah. I
Nice
mean,
glow effect.
I would play this for the novelty of it.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely. And because I love Mario games.
Right.
They're always fun. Oh,
Yeah.
no Toad? Where's my little who's playing Toad? Is that Keegan Michael Key?
I don't know.
I think
I think that's right.
I think all I remember is Jack Black is playing Bowser. Oh yeah, and Charlie
Yeah.
Day's Luigi. Nice.
yeah, as I said, Charlie Cox, Charlie Day.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, I love how they've got Charles Martinet listed.
Nobody.
On the
He's
Martin
just
film.
himself.
Right. He should. I think we should. So the Mario movie's going to be animated, I think.
I would hope
Pretty
so.
sure.
Yeah.
I think we do need a moment where a live action Charles Martinet does walk into frame. Though. Maybe just says, it's a me.
Yeah.
Maybe he says, it's a me, Charles Martinet, and then walks out of frame.
Yeah.
That'd be so jarring.
It really would. Please do it.
It'd be like, oh, and then you'd hear that voice come out of that face and be like, "Ah, my childhood.
It's like that Mel Brooks movie, the silent movie he made, where the only spoken dialogue is by Marcel Marceau, who was a famous mime, and he has the only spoken dialogue in the movie. This will be the same. It will just be that one live action guy who voices Mario.
That's amazing. What movie was that?
Fuck, I forget what it's called. It's a Mel Brooks movie.
Silent movie.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all silent like mine, and that's the only spoken line of dialogue is by Marcel Marceau.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. That's brilliant. That's
Well,
Mel
what did he-
Gibbs.
But what did he say?
He just says no.
No? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
I didn't realize, looking
He's
here,
French, so-
we've got
Yeah.
no.
We've got a few
No,
more
no.
cast members from the Mario movie.
Yeah.
Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek, Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong, and
We had that.
Sebastian. Did we know that one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Sebastian Maniscalco as Foreman Spike.
That was
know
in the
who that
original
is.
release. Of
We knew that?
Cast. Yeah.
Oh,
all
wow,
of these
okay.
were.
Oh, okay. I don't remember those last three.
I do.
I didn't even know Keegan Michael Key. And
That I
Michael
remember.
Richardson.
The first six, not counting Gold Charles Martinet. Those I remember.
I heard Chris Pratt was Mario, and then I instantly tuned out. And then they said Jack Black was Bowser, and I was like, okay.
You know what? That's inspired
Yeah.
casting.
Yeah.
I don't know about any of the rest of it, but
No.
Jack Black as Bowser is fine.
Yeah.
For sure.
Totally cool with that.
And Charlie Day, I think he's got a good Luigi voice. He's got that high pitched.
I love the whole cast. I don't know Anya Taylor-Joy super well. I've only seen her in
She's
one
been
or two
good.
things.
She's been real good in everything I've seen her in.
Queen's Gambit.
No, I haven't seen it.
The Northman.
Also haven't seen it.
Really good.
Hi, I'm Northman.
I'm Northman. I'm Northman, the Norseman.
I'm North the man, Northman. And then Chris Pratt, I honestly don't have a problem with him. I know that there's some issues about his whatever the hell he might be.
I don't give a shit about his church, whatever that.
Whatever.
I'm just
I just
done
don't
with
think
him.
he's the voice of Murray.
I don't think he's the
No,
voice
yeah.
of more, and I'm just sick of him. I'm sick of seeing him. I'm sick of hearing about him. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he's fine. You know, I
Yeah.
like him as Star-Lord. I like him in the one Jurassic movie that I saw that he was in.
I hate those movies.
We've been. It's just we're burnt out.
Exactly.
We're burnt out
Exactly.
on Pratt.
I could use a break. I could use a little less Pratt this
Chris,
month.
listen, I don't
Tone it down, homie.
want to break up. I just think maybe we need some
We just
time
need a
apart.
break.
We should talk about dinosaurs, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because even the director of Jurassic World Dominion says that the franchise is inherently unfranchisable.
Yes.
Colin Trevorrow, director of Jurassic World, and then the most recent Jurassic World Dominion, saying that he just thinks they should have done the one movie.
Yeah.
I hate to sound like a fucking that guy because I know the movies are fun and they're big and I've watched them all, but really
This is the right answer.
I tweeted about this, but it's crazy to me that there's been an entire 30-year film franchise and there's only been one good movie the entire time.
Yeah.
Like that's a testament to how good the original Jurassic Park is that it's kept it going this long and they've all been bad.
Do you think Jurassic World is good or the closest to good after the original?
I did not like Jurassic World at all.
At all.
I liked the spectacle. I
Yeah.
liked the fun of it, the dinosaurs, but that was some of the worst dialogue I've ever heard in a movie in my entire life.
Wow, okay.
I was so mad at that movie. Like I would have been fine if they had just cut out all the dialogue and just had the dinosaurs.
I bitched about it a lot, but I
Yeah.
feel like during that time there was a lot of movies that just stopped caring about the dialogue.
Exactly.
Because it was just about the
It was
spectacle.
all expository. There was nothing behind it. It was just how do we move on to showing the T-Rex?
There was a lot of times. There was a lot of times where I would like say out loud, "No two people
Yes.
have ever talked to each other
Yes.
like that,
Yeah.
ever."
I just remember why. And there's this one because in the first Jurassic World, that's the one where they bioengineer the dinosaur.
Yes, yeah. They made the one that
And it escapes out of the pin, and there's this long zooming shot where it shows this trail of destruction, and it zooms up over the wall where it's torn up, and then it pans down to Chris Pratt and it zooms in tight on his face and just goes, "What kind of dinosaur did they cook up in that lab?" And I just went, "Fuck this fucking movie."
Were you in the theater?
I was.
Oh, I
yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
That's great.
It was awful. But again, I don't want to say people shouldn't like what you
Yeah,
like.
like what you
they're
like, yeah.
dumb. I've watched them all because they're dumb fun, and I like to see the dinosaurs.
I love 3,
But
and
yeah,
3 is
yeah.
probably the worst.
but
of
they're
the
not
bunch.
good movies.
No.
Yeah.
I know. Actually, I will say I didn't even get through Fallen Kingdom because I thought it was so bad.
I literally watched the newest one. What is it, Dominion?
Yeah.
Because it brought back the original. I was like, that might be fun. I watched it, and then the next day I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he goes, "Have you seen the new Jurassic World, the Dominion?" And I go, "No, I don't think I have." Literally forgot about it the next day. It was so fucking dumb. Yeah.
Man,
Wowie.
Yeah.
was it? So I haven't seen it. Will I say? Do you remember it now at all?
I mean, parts of it. It was of the Jurassic World movies. It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was cool seeing the original cast back, and they
Yeah.
had some fun stuff to do. But ultimately, it was just
Okay.
very forgettable.
But
Yeah.
but it does sound like if you like that,
if you like
want
these
that,
movies, yeah,
go get
yeah,
it.
absolutely.
And although you've
Yeah.
probably already seen it because
Yeah.
the people who these are made for, they go.
Yeah, exactly.
They go.
Yeah.
They go see it. All right, cool. So when do you guys think the 7th one will be out? Because I'm sure it
4
will.
months from now
Oh,
on
yeah.
Tubi.
Starring Mark Hopka.
The franchise is very cheap now.
yes,
Oh man. Should we do? Oh, we got to talk about the store.
yeah.
We haven't talked about the store at all.
Yeah.
That's
We could do it in picks and plugs, right? We'll just extend it a little bit.
yeah.
That's kind of what I was waiting on. If you got more stuff to talk about, we're good.
We do, but we can. I mean, there's one thing I
We'll
want
save that
to
for the end. That's the big reveal.
jump into. Oh,
Yeah, people right now are like,
Store?
"What store?
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
What store?"
Get them talking.
What was I gonna say? I had one list that I wanted to do.
There it is.
The 31 best vampire TV shows.
Okay.
The list starts weak. The list starts with First Kill.
Never heard of it.
Then it goes to Hemlock Grove.
Never heard of it.
Heard of it, never watched it.
I heard it was good, but I did not watch it. Dark Shadows, the 91
I
version.
remember it.
Yeah. And that
I know
was
of it.
originally a 60s show that got
Correct.
brought back.
That's right. Didn't Tim Burton just make a fucking
With Johnny Depp.
That's
This was a few
right.
years
Yeah,
ago.
it was a movie. Yeah. Blade the series.
Oh, bad.
Really?
But real bad. I remember.
Never
I
saw
think I watched the pilot when it aired, and I was like, "This is fucking dog shit."
They had a second protagonist, a combat medic turned vampire. I think
Yeah.
that's an interesting idea. I always find it interesting when shows based on movies add to the lore.
Yeah.
And they,
Well, the third movie brought in other people. Oh, well, they weren't vampires.
they were like hunters, though. Yeah, because it had Ryan Reynolds.
But the
And,
third one
Jess-
had
no.
Triple H as a vampire.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Jessica Alba was in it as well. And Triple H, yeah. Although some of those might have been in the second movie.
I thought the third one. Did the third one have Ryan Reynolds?
Yes, Ryan Reynolds
Yeah.
and who was the girl?
It was Jessica Alba.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, almost positive.
I'm pulling it up.
Or maybe. Oh, what's her name?
Oh, we're getting a new Blade soon. Yeah, they're
Oh, yeah.
Jessica
Here.
Biel.
Biel.
Not Jessica
Yeah,
Alba,
see?
Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
You
That's what it
idiot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Parker Posey.
Oh, Dominic Purcell.
Wesley Snipes was in that. Hey, there's Triple H.
That's so funny. You said, he said, huh, Parker Posey. You said, huh, Dominic Purcell.
But Blade the series, Blood Ties in
Nope,
07.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Kindred the Embraced in
Never heard
97.
of it.
I remember this actually. I remember this getting a lot of press. Was this on Fox? I feel like it was probably on Fox.
No
All right.
clue.
Next to Shadowhunters, The Mortal Instruments.
Looks
Where did
awful.
these exist? I've
That
never
looks like
heard of it.
looks like Brooklyn 99.
Yeah, right?
From Dusk Till Dawn, the series.
I tried watching that. It was
Never.
awful.
Really?
Didn't know it
Yeah.
happened.
I love the first one. One
Yeah.
of the fucking funnest movies ever made.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah.
That movie, man.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Man.
What? You hate
I
it?
love it.
No, I love it. It's great. Vampire Prosecutor.
Excuse me.
What?
Look at this ad.
What the fuck?
They're like L.A. Law.
Vampire Prosecutor.
All right, directed by Kim Byung-soo and Yoo Sung-dong. Oh, was this a Korean program?
Gotta
maybe?
be.
Yeah.
I mean,
From I feel akin to the original run of Dexter or significantly slicker Law and Order.
All right.
Next, Moonlight in 2007.
what
heard of it.
the fuck
CBS?
is happening in that picture?
Never.
That's a weird thing.
Don't.
He's holding that man up by his very short hair.
Yeah.
And he's got his fangs out.
He couldn't have a good grip on that hair. That doesn't look like he's got a
He kind of looks
He
like
doesn't.
He kind of looks like
That
Greg
guy
Kinnear.
could break away so easy.
Oh yeah, especially a vampire. They've got super strength.
Ultraviolet from 98. No.
Is it?
No.
Idris
Is that
Elba.
little baby Elba? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Oh, yeah,
Idris
there we go,
freaking
yeah.
Elba. Look at that. With hair, no less.
Yeah.
Man.
That's a hunky.
Salem's Lot. Oh, back
I-
in 79. Yeah.
I had never seen that. I got that on VHS because I have a VHS collection.
Yeah.
I got it in a box of horror tapes and I watched it and it's very good.
Is it?
Still holds up. Yeah. I'd never
Toby
seen it
Hooper.
before. Yeah.
Cool.
I'd never seen it before, but I watched it and I loved it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dracula from 2020.
What?
And then in this, I learned that there was also a show called Dracula in 2013.
Wow.
I had no idea that this many shows about Dracula have been out.
No
he's
joke.
he's in the public domain, so you can do
Oh,
whatever you
okay.
want with him. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. The Munsters and the
Loved
Munsters
it.
Today.
I loved the Munsters as a kid.
Have you
Classic.
watched the new one yet?
Not yet. I love Rob Zombie. He makes bad movies, but
Yeah,
I love him.
I
So
do.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm
I'm
excited.
kind of
for
in
it.
the same boat
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
Well, and this new Munsters.
And I don't think all of them are bad either.
Bad, not so. I hated
I
House
think-
of a Thousand Corpses. I thought
Okay.
it was dog shit. I loved The Devil's Rejects. I liked his first Halloween. Didn't like the second one. It's kind of hit or miss for me
Okay.
on most of his stuff.
See, I'm kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
But I liked House of a Thousand Corpses for
Yeah.
what it was. I thought it was silly and
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
But I loved Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
I loved the first Halloween.
I think
I
probably-
hated what was it? The Salem one. God damn it.
Oh, The Witches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like that one either.
That one sucked. It was
Yeah.
like he tried to do a Stanley Kubrick
Yeah,
movie.
the last one he made, I think it was just called 31. I couldn't even finish.
I
It
do
was
this every
fucking
time. Is
terrible.
it Kubrick or Kubrick?
I always said Kubrick.
Kubert.
Kubert.
Stanley Kubert.
Let's see if I can get this.
Lauren Kubert. Lords of Salem.
There we
That's
go.
what it
Okay.
was. Yeah, that one
Yeah.
was bad.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen 3 from Hell, but I want to.
It was okay. It wasn't as good as The Devil's Rejects, but it was fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I still want to see it.
Yeah.
And the monsters.
Is it streaming anywhere?
I think
it.
when I watched it, it was on Netflix, but I don't know if it still is.
It never. I don't think it was because I looked for it.
Might have been on Hulu.
It was
or
on
something
Shudder.
then.
for a little
Oh, I
while.
do have Shudder, so it
I
might
don't
been
have
on there.
Shudder.
What's it? 3 from Hell.
3
Yeah.
from Hell.
Looks like it's on AMC, AMC Plus, and then you can rent it on Apple TV. Huh. Oh no, it's a bunch too. You can also see
Okay, there
it.
we go on Shudder.
Shudder,
So that's probably
okay.
where I watched it then. Yeah.
I need to just fucking
Plex.
rent it.
Yeah.
Is it worth a rent?
I'll just give you my Shudder login. And you can
Oh,
just
shit.
watch it on
All right,
there.
bet.
Yeah.
Ooh shit!
Take that, Shudder. Come stop us.
Take that capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some other good. Shudder's really good. I mean, if you want to.
Yeah, I love horror
Yeah,
shit.
it's great.
Monster.
That's the
and
kind
then
of stuff that I can watch when I'm alone. Because
Exactly.
like Becky's not as
Yeah.
into it.
The Gates from 2010. Don't remember that.
Yeah.
Nope.
He's eating a
The
hog.
Strain. This I remember. This was Guillermo del Toro.
Okay.
Don't remember it.
I
but
think I remember it, but I don't think I watched it.
Yeah. We get into some interesting stuff.
Nosferatu.
Yep. This was written by Jonah Hill.
Joe Hill.
Joe Hill.
Stephen
King's
King's
son.
son.
Yeah.
I don't. Here's where
I-
here's where it lost me, and I know you know where I'm going.
Yeah.
The numbers.
You don't like
Yeah.
the Nos 4A2.
Because
No.
he drives it's a car and that's his license plate.
Well, I'm like, is
But
it like
it's-
Skater Boy?
yeah.
SK8TER.
I didn't watch the show. There was a graphic novel version because it was originally Joe Hill's book, and then I think there was a graphic novel version which I read that was good, but I didn't watch the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
At 14, Van Helsing. I didn't know there was a show for that either.
No.
Wow. Sci-fi.
That was his license plate. Fuck off.
I know.
Dumb.
The Originals from 2013. That one I hadn't heard of.
Never
No,
heard of
me
it.
neither.
Preacher from 2016.
Oh, Preacher. I don't even want to get into it. I already feel like I sound like a hateful dude in this
I was
show.
gonna say you sound like that. That sounds like a man who is very disappointed by a show.
Preacher is my favorite comic of all time.
It's a legendary
and
comic book.
I wanted to like the show. I didn't think I know like Seth Rogen and stuff, and I was like, I wanted to like the show, and I just couldn't. I don't care that they changed stuff. People were mad because they made Tulip a black lady, which I didn't give a shit about because that doesn't matter.
No.
but it just wasn't a great show.
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
And that's the thing is Preacher like Watchmen, like Dark Knight Returns, like you know, a handful of other books. It's not that they're untouchable, but if
I
you're
forgot about the Watchmen movie.
if you're going to
'cause
Because I
adapt,
was like, the series was pretty good.
Zack Snyder. I actually like the Watchmen movie
Oh,
for
yeah.
what it was. Yeah,
same.
Yeah.
I like the movie. But I know it's also not a great adaptation.
No,
you know
no,
that's the
not at
thing.
all. Yeah.
But if you're really going to do these things and you want to do them to where you're not getting torn up
Yeah.
years, days, months later,
Yeah.
you got to take the time. You got to treat them with care. You got to do them right.
Yep.
It seems like Sandman has been done right.
I haven't
from what
watched
I'm
Sandman
hearing.
yet.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
But from what I'm
I've heard
hearing
it's
from the
good.
fans, it seems like it's been done right.
Well, because I think Neil Gaiman has a big hand in it. I think
Yeah.
he's there making sure it's going good.
Now, of course, on the flip, it's on Netflix, so right now nobody knows whether or not it's going
Right.
to get a season 2. So that's terrifying. But we'll see. But yeah, so that's one reason why I didn't try Preacher was because I'd heard it was not a great adaptation. Moving on to number 11, Being Human, which I remember hearing about this.
I
The weird-ass
watched
picture.
Some of the pictures they chose for this list are very funny.
my roommate at the
Out of
time really
context.
loved the US version when it was out, and I watched some with him, but
Okay.
I don't remember much of it.
American Horror Story had 2 seasons with Vampires, Hotel, and Double Feature.
Don't care.
Didn't watch either of those.
American Horror Story double feature.
Forever Night. I don't remember this from the early
No.
90s.
Wait, go back up. Oh, I thought that was Russell Brand.
Now we're getting into stuff
True
I know.
Blood,
True
yeah.
Blood at number 8. A show that started out strong and they got very campy and cheesy.
Yeah, I liked the first season a lot. After that, didn't really care too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came in. My roommate at the time, friend of the show, Jason Hamilton, was into it, but it was already into like the second or third season, and I came in and was like, "Oh, I'll give it a whirl. I'll see what you're watching." And I was like, "This sucks shit."
Yeah.
And he was like, "It didn't used to."
Yeah, the first season was cool because it was like a murder mystery,
Right.
but there were also like vampires and shit, and then it just got weird.
Well, and the great thing about the first season on a lot of these shows is you get to meet a great cast, and that's the thing. Like their show, and I forget their name, but
then they make the cast do terrible scripts.
Yeah.
But this is one of the cooks from the restaurant in that photo.
Lafayette.
Yeah, they were a really cool, interesting character. Yeah. Also good gay representation when there wasn't as much on TV. Vampire Diaries, I never watched it. It looked very...
it's very CW.
Yeah. But had many, many seasons, went for 8 years, and a lot of people loved it. So I know that was it.
Nothing but beautiful people acting badly.
Yeah.
Right? Interview with the Vampire?
I didn't know they were doing a show.
Yeah, there's a new show out.
Is it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, started this year.
Did you watch any?
No.
Same here.
Do you know Tom Cruise didn't know he was being filmed in the original Interview with a Vampire?
Really?
No. I heard somebody say that one time. I was like, he didn't know he was in a movie with that. I was like, what?
Yeah, he just walked right out of the...
him. They just started filming his everyday life.
He'd come right out of the Celebrity Center, and they actually been audited.
There was the one time they allowed filming in the Celebrity Center.
Yeah.
And that's just what he looks like.
This is what Scientology is.
Angel at number 5. I wasn't an Angel guy, but I'm glad to see it get some love.
This picture right here would make me never watch this show.
Angel.
That looks like a bad Halloween costume.
I was a huge Buffy fan,
Same.
and so I watched Angel, and it was hit or miss. Some of it was good, some of it was really bad.
This is
the demon. Yeah, I forget his name, but he's
like,
he's
have
fun.
you
he's
not
the
heard
comic
to not
relief.
judge a book by its cover? Like,
I'm saying that their makeup artist looks bad.
Oh yeah, I mean it was late '90s, early 2000s. It's not great.
Like you could have spent $20 instead of $5 on the costume, or at least on the makeup.
Number 4, Castlevania, which despite Warren Ellis being a real piece of shit, I loved Castlevania.
I didn't finish it yet. I'm going to eventually, but I liked what I saw of it.
Yeah. They because of Netflix's untrustworthiness, they had to make some interesting choices.
Yeah.
So spoiler alerts, you lose one of the big bads in the end of the second season, although there are 4 seasons. Yeah. So it definitely made season 3.
Oh, they didn't know if they were going to get any more, so they had to just end. They were trying to end it.
And then they got to season 3, and it was like, well,
shit.
Dracula's dead, so what are we doing? But, and it did still end strong, and you get a cool, there was a Wolfman, actually. You get a cool final battle in the end with Trevor versus Death, which was a fun.
I'm a huge fan of the Castlevania game. Symphony of the Night's one of my favorite games of all time. So it was just fun. If you're a fan, it's fun.
Which was that on?
Symphony of the Night was PS1.
PS1?
Yeah, original PlayStation.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, that's
the one where you play as Alucard.
Yeah, exactly.
The one on the left?
Yeah. And of course, now this story, though, with Trevor and Alucard working together is based on the original NES Castlevania 3.
Yes.
Dracula's Curse.
Yeah.
And what I loved about it was when this series came out, I took some time and went back to that game. I hadn't played it much growing up. And it, as an old Nintendo platformer action game, it holds up. It is quite possibly.
Castlevanias, like especially the first 3, are improbably hard.
Yeah.
But they are still fun games regardless of the era.
And especially that third one with the music, the graphics, it is easily, I'm not saying it's got to be your favorite, but it might be one of the top 5 best NES games in terms of quality. Yeah. It's just an impressive game.
That's probably the one I played the most.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a good one. Moving on to number 3, we're getting to the top here. What We Do in the Shadows.
Love it.
Huge hit, obviously. I still haven't jumped on. I need to.
It's probably my favorite show on TV right now.
Really?
It's so good.
All right.
Yes.
All
so
right.
the cast is one of the best casts I've ever seen.
Now, is it good from the word go? Like,
yes,
if I just jump in and watch the pilot today?
Absolutely.
All right,
Did
cool.
you watch the movie?
No.
Okay.
Watch the movie.
Watch the movie first. The show's very different. It's not the same characters, but it's in the same universe.
But
it'll kind of it'll set up
let the
that
world
kind
be
of-
established.
I do need to watch the movie first.
and the movie's just great anyways.
Okay.
Yeah.
The movie is fucking.
Yeah. Taika Waititi and Jermaine Clement. Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking
We're
excellent.
werewolves, not swearwolves.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
watch
in
the
the
movie.
movie?
Yeah,
All right.
That's
watch
in
the
the
movie, and then the show.
And that show's a different cast?
So the movie is 3 vampires in New Zealand, and they make a couple of appearances in the show, but it's a totally different. It's just the same kind of premise.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And then Rhys Darby plays a werewolf and is
Yeah.
probably my favorite
Oh,
character.
so good. Come on,
Rhys,
guys.
I think Rhys Darby is the best part of Flight of the Conchords.
Yes.
Like, that dude is just so fucking funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back to Dark Shadows, the original, getting the number 2 spot. the original 1966 Dark Shadows. And that was always neat to me. When you do a best of list and you're going back to the 60s, black and white TV for something, that catches my eye.
Yeah.
I clearly need to go see this at some point, too.
I don't think I ever watched any of that.
Yeah. It says it's simply impossible to judge this show by the modern standards. Not only is it from a totally different time, but it operated on a totally different TV model. Over the course of 5 years, 1,200 half-hour episodes were produced. Although it's practically impossible to catch up on, it remains a landmark series anchored by an all-time performance by Jonathan Freed as Barnabas Collins.
1,200 episodes over 5 years?
That's insane.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Right? Gonna have to learn more about that.
Yeah, that's insanity.
And then I just spoiled it, but the number one best vampire-related TV show of all time, Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yep.
Really cheesy as hell.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially the first season. The first season, I would say, is almost unwatchable.
The couple of times I've gone back and watched through it all, I've skipped to about the middle of season 2 to start.
Yeah.
Guys, I just have to say something. 1,225 divided by 5 is 245.
That's insane.
Jesus
245.
Christ.
That's almost an episode. That's an episode a day with only 100 days to spare in the year.
Wow.
That's 2/3 of the year you've got episodes on air. That's insane.
Wow.
That's not even, hold on.
Is that possible?
Wikipedia is bullshit. Remember anybody?
Clearly there's no actors union in Britain.
There's 52 weeks in a year, so times 5 years is 260 weeks.
6 seasons, 1,200 episodes.
So they would have had to air 2 episodes a week.
They are. Look at that.
Yeah.
They are. 2, 3, 4 sometimes.
Wow, what the fuck? That was just, look at that.
June 13th, 14th, 15th,
So there was a
16th,
new
17th.
episode.
Oh, it was a soap opera. It was truly a soap opera. It's like Days of Our Lives.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
That does make so much more
Okay,
sense.
what the? Yeah, I was looking at it like a fucking sitcom, like a TV model.
It's
a gothic soap opera. Wow,
How wild!
An American Gothic soap
That's
opera in
fucking hilarious.
1966.
About vampires.
God damn.
I think I do need to go watch some of this.
Yeah, holy shit.
I bet it's so
Insane.
weird. I bet it's so
Insane.
weird.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Wow.
but
That's too many episodes.
too many.
The reveal of that being a soap opera was so funny.
Like, what the fuck is happening?
Oh man, but yeah, and then go back to number 1. Buffy is worth the early slog, though.
Yeah.
And if you haven't
There's
seen,
good stuff in season 1, just like character establishment. And,
yeah, that's the thing
Yeah.
is because of some of the little bits you learn about these characters. When they come back in later seasons, it gains more.
Yeah.
And then the show, what it builds on over the course of its 7 seasons, and then another dozen seasons in the comic book.
Yeah.
It's some of the best world building.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah. And the original movies.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
It's dumb fun.
yeah, exactly. You have fun with what's his name, with Paul Rubens.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
oh, what's his
There
name?
was just
Luke-
one.
Christy Brinkley.
no,
What?
Or not Christy
Christy
Swanson.
Christy Swanson. Yeah.
Christy Brinkley.
Rutger
Luke Perry.
Hauer, Luke Perry.
Yeah.
Great cast.
Yeah.
George Carlin, is he in it? No. Who plays the?
That's Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
no, but
Rufus.
who plays the Watcher in? It's
Oh, Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Donnie Sub.
Donnie Sutherland.
Donnie Sub.
Oh man, I just can't get over a Gothic soap opera.
Right.
Picks and plugs.
Let's do it. I'm going to forsake my picks and plugs because we got a good one to talk about. With
We
Cam
do.
here.
Go ahead, Cam. Tell us about the news.
I am opening my own gaming store. Yeah.
Right here in Tulsa, a new place for card gaming, board gaming.
Card games, tabletop. We're going to have like a mini painting station. We're going to have the big thing, the big selling point that I think is going to set us apart from everyone else is we have themed rooms that I'm building. They're going to look like dungeons. We're going to have a bunch of fucking skeletons hanging from the walls. So you can go in, have a nice little enclosed space with your
An
team, with your
immersive
group, an
theme.
immersive experience.
So this will be an area where you can game with your friends, do tabletop gaming,
Yes.
and just kind of rent the space for a period of time.
Exactly. Yep.
That's
And it's
fantastic.
called
Critical Hit.
Critical Hit's going to be located here in Tulsa near 71st
and Memorial.
And that's right in a major shopping district. So
perfect location. I couldn't have chosen a better spot if I tried.
2 doors down from
Thrill House Games, which is a retro gaming store. There's going to be a lot of crossover clientele.
Yeah.
There's a Asahi, nice Japanese restaurant next door.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff
got
over
the
there.
Looney Bin around the corner.
Yeah.
Looney Bin's around the corner. The mall's around the corner.
Vintage stock right on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's a perfect
It's got
spot.
a dispensary within walking distance.
That's really everywhere in Tulsa now. Not gonna
Of
lie.
course.
But
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
throw a rock and hit a dispensary, and then throw another rock and hit meth. But that's because we have a drug problem here too. That's another story.
One
too.
of those 2 things is not a drug.
So don't do drugs. Play more games. And You
Yeah.
can do that at Critical Hit.
Yeah.
So-
It's I hope it does well. I mean,
When are we estimating?
I'm hoping if everything stays on track, which it's never going to, but end of October, early November, I'm hoping to have the doors open for people to come in.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And really at this point too, this is just kind of the preliminary plan.
Everything's right now we're still, building out the space, building out the rooms, fixing up the store space we leased. I'm going to have to start ordering product and all that stuff this week. So I'm hoping, like I said, if everything gets in on time, about a month, maybe a little more than a month, I can be open. But
Fantastic.
we'll just have to see how things go.
If
Yeah,
you need help putting stuff together, holler at your boys.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So look for that. Keep an eye on if you know Cam on Facebook, he'll be doing posts on there.
Follow me on Facebook. Critical Hit Tulsa on Instagram. Just made an Instagram for it where I'll be posting updates and stuff and
Great.
more news
Good,
on there.
good,
so follow
good.
that. Yeah.
And on the gram. That's hip.
Yeah.
That's where they are.
Yeah,
They're
I
on the
figured.
gram.
I'll probably make a Facebook page for it too eventually.
The
But
kids are on the gram.
kids are on the gram.
Gram and the talk, the TikToks.
Yeah.
TikToks.
Oh yeah, I might do that too.
Gotta do a TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't get on there often enough. Every time I pull it up, it's like on the default "Are you a pervert?" setting, and so I'm like,
You've
"Ugh,"
got it. You've
and I
got to
put it
build
down.
your algorithm.
I just end
Once-
up putting
yeah.
it down. I'm like,
I get it.
can't.
Once you build your algorithm, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It scares me away from building an algorithm because I'm like, God damn it, what do you think I
It
am?
does, but it does. I shot myself in the foot because I recently built an algorithm, just like in videos on there, where now like I open up the app and the 4 first videos it showed me was people giving their senior dogs a nice day before they're put to sleep.
Oh, God.
And I was like,
Oh,
I
no.
can't do this.
See?
I can't do this. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like there's like opposite ends of the.
Yeah.
so when
Terror
TikTok,
spectrum.
when a video starts and
Yeah.
you don't like it, just immediately swipe off.
Right.
That's just away.
Right, but I
Away.
feel like I'm like 4 or 5 of the same ones, and I'm like, when's it going to change?
what I
It'll
found
learn.
out that helps, if there's something I really don't like people making like drama videos or whatever, if you just click and hold the screen, it'll pop up a little box and you can click not interested, and then it'll completely get rid of that shit.
Also,
Yeah.
What
check-
about the ones where people are like, oh, watch till the end, can't
Now,
believe what happens?
I always skip
No,
straight
yeah.
past those.
Yeah,
Or
you
I check the comments because there's usually someone in the comments going, I'll save you the time. He
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or just the thing that doesn't happen.
Really,
yeah.
really, just check your inbox because I've sent you like a half dozen videos I know you'll love. So
Oh,
if you,
okay.
if you watch and like those, you'll be telling TikTok, "Show me more of this."
Yeah.
Oh, even if it's not in the feed
Yeah, no,
or
it
whatever,
just-
if
it
I
just
watch
builds
it
on
through
what
your
you like.
message?
Watch more videos, and that will influence your feed.
Yeah.
I see. I
So-
didn't realize that watching something through the message would also do that. Okay, that's
yeah,
good.
anything. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch it and like it.
Watch
So,
it. Watch it all the way
Yeah,
through.
Watch the ones that you and Jeff send me.
Everything that we send you, watch it all the way through.
I'll start sending you
give it
some
a
good ones,
like,
too.
and the stuff that you really like, let it play through 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
and that's all telling the app you want more of it.
I like it. I love it. I want
Tips
more of
for
it.
TikToks for 40-year-old men.
Listen,
Hey, I'm only
that is-
35.
to be fair, this is the first app that I ever was like, I don't think I get it.
No, I was the same. I didn't get
I
on it
don't
until
get it.
way later. I thought it was all just teens dancing, and I was like, I don't give a shit about that. But then I
Yeah,
checked it
that
out
too.
one
It's a
day,
lot of
yeah.
just dances that I don't
But
care
again,
about.
once it's got whatever algorithm it has, once you get it built up to the stuff you like, it's really good.
The most I ever get from like a dance video was like, I couldn't do that.
Anyways, Critical Hit.
Yeah,
Come
Critical
check out
Hit.
my store. I hope to be a spot in Tulsa that everyone loves, a premier spot. I want to stand out from the other stores around town and really get
Best
something
thing to
good built
do.
up.
Best thing to do right now will be to give them a follow on the
Give me a
Instagram.
follow,
That
yeah,
way you
check
can
out
keep
with
up with
stuff,
when
yes.
the doors are going to open.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting, man. Any picks this week? Anything you've been into?
Yeah, I'll tell you. The last couple of nights, I started playing this game called Hard Space Shipbreaker.
Okay, I was going to say that again.
Hard Space Shipbreaker.
Is this Lil Nas X during set break? Wait a minute.
It's just a fun
Lil Nas shit break.
It's a fun kind of time killer. Hard space. Yeah. Basically, you just this dude that floats around in a space station and dismantles spaceships, and it's really just mindless entertainment fun.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gonna pull up a video. Oh, nope.
It's fun. You get all these like different like types of like ships. There's like huge ones, and you've got to go in and like break off panels and then either throw them into a big furnace or repurpose them for other ships. It's it's really fun.
Interesting.
It's kind of in the same vein of like, the fucking power washing simulator where it's just kind of you just go in and you do work, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's all first person.
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, cool. The idea of moving around open space.
Exactly. That's really fun. Yeah.
Have you played Outer Wilds?
I haven't.
That's a cool one. It's very much an open world kind of like no instructions, just go explore kind of thing. But you start on the planet surface and you shoot off into space, and both your ship you essentially maneuver around one solar system.
Nice.
And go from planet to planet, just exploring.
Okay.
The gameplay reminds me a little bit of this. I definitely recommend checking it out.
All right. I know I've seen it. I just haven't ever played it.
Or even watch like one gameplay video, but don't watch too much because the discovery is a big part of the fun.
Okay.
But this looks really cool.
Yeah, it's really. I mean, it's got great graphics, and
Really
there's
does.
all this stuff like certain ships will have like a reactor you have to take out before you do anything else, otherwise it'll blow up the ship and you'll die.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's just a really it's a lot of good.
So you can actually die.
Yeah.
Hard space ship breaker.
Yeah, really fun. I've been playing it the last couple of nights when I got free time.
Cool. And then occasionally, do you have to take a break from your ship breaking to go break a shit?
Sometimes
That happens.
Yeah.
All right. Mike, it's been an important week. We've done good work. Cam?
Did you have any picks?
No, I've forsaken mine. So critical hit.
You have been forsaken. What about plugs? You got plugs?
No, not plugging anything. That's
Wow.
a critical hit. You know what I do, guys.
Sorry, I'm
Starlight Comedy
responding
Night.
to my mother, Hilton.
Second Friday. I'm trying to wrap up the show.
Fuck this show. This is my mother.
Thanks for tuning into the last episode of Opinions Like A-Holes. You guys know about the Starlight Comedy Night, second Friday of every month, so I hope we'll see you there. We got a great show coming up with Jules Costa, Sandra Slade, and BB coming in from Northwest Arkansas. That's next week.
Nice.
And then, of course, keep listening to the show.
Next week, next Saturday night, I'll be at Heirloom Rustic Ales for Brett Jeffrey's Riff Show.
The Riff Show.
The Spooky Edition.
Nice.
That should be really fun. I'm excited to get back out there real loosey-goosey with no prepared material.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good time. And then tickets are still available for Home is Where the Weed Is if you're an Oklahoma medical patient and you're interested in knowing more about how to better medicate your loved ones or yourself. It's a really cool event. I'll be hosting that. That is the very following day, the Sunday the 9th from 12 to 4. Tickets High Hopes Events. You can go there and get the tickets for that. That thing's going to be cool. And then, of course, keep listening to all of our shows. Picks were tough this week. I did watch the Dahmer series. Things I liked, things I hated. Everything I hated was Ryan Murphy stuff.
Yeah.
That you can get away with when it's fiction, but boy, does it feel disrespectful when it's when it's nonfiction.
Yeah.
But some of the performances were really good. Niecy Nash really stands out.
cool.
Richard Jenkins gives a really good performance. Some of his exasperation, though, is hard not to get some of the comedy that from Step Brothers.
Yeah.
There's parts where you like feel like he's talking about John C. Reilly.
He did a really good job, but every now and then it's just like, all right.
Yeah. Molly Ringwald's in it. Penelope Ann Miller's in it. A lot of good performances, but Ryan Murphy, I think, sucks.
Evan Peters did a great job.
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, I know a lot of people online are kind of against it because there's a lot of terrible like serial killer movies that glorify the serial killer. I don't
Ted
feel
Bundy
like
one was worse.
Yeah, I don't feel like Dahmer glorified him. I think it sought to kind of explain why he is the way he is, but I don't felt like it said like this is okay because
right. And I think that a lot of the fascination with serial killers is about understanding why.
Right.
And not all. There are people who are just into the macabre and the grossness, and that part is pretty gross.
Yeah.
That's not fun. I kind of was that teenager where I thought it was just cool.
Yeah.
But even then, I think that me thinking it was cool was kind of wrapped in me wanting to understand it because it scared me.
Yeah, I think because every human has that capacity.
I was extra scared of being serial killed. I really was, you guys. Like, I was super scared of getting kidnapped and serial killed.
Oh, I was terrible because growing up, my mom would always watch Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah. And
I know my first name is Steven. Come on now.
Yeah. And I would always, I used to, when I grew up downtown, I'd walk to and from school every day, and I was always terrified of getting kidnapped.
There's a documentary now about the real story of I Know My First Name is Steven and the family around it. The kid who played Parker Lewis played the grown-up version of Steven, and he's in it.
Corin Nemec.
Yeah. That documentary is really good. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah. Very scared of being serial killed and kidnapped. I did have an El Camino pull up on me when I was a little kid and actually say the words, "Hey kid, do you want some candy?"
Oh, fuck.
And I have never run faster in my life.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And in an El Camino.
Literally to this day, that's what I think of when I see an El Camino.
My
kid,
brother
you want
used
some
to have
candy?
one.
Do you want some candy?
It was your brother.
My brother who's younger than you. Yeah.
Hey kid, you want some candy in 1976?
He's like, "Hey, get in the back of my car truck."
Oh man.
Get in. You can sit, bitch. Remember that when you'd have to sit in the middle?
Oh, I used to when he had that El
So
Camino
rude.
when we were in high school.
So
I always had
rude.
to ride in the back.
You have to sit, bitch. That'd be more fun, honestly. I would rather just lay in the back.
So he was doing something and he took the tailgate off, and we were riding home from school and we pulled into our neighborhood, and then somebody cut him off and he had to slam on the brakes, and I just went sliding straight out of the back of the Camino.
Damn.
Yeah, fucked my back up.
Man, you know what we used to do that was really fun? I had an Astrovan that was used by a carpet cleaning company. And so it only had the two front seats, and the back was emptied out and had shelving. And at the time I worked at a lube shop, so when we were slow one day, I pulled it in, we pulled all the shelving out, and it had just wood on the floor, so we carpeted it. So it was completely empty in the back except for carpet, and we used it to haul our band equipment. But more fun was we basically did Teen Wolf, but inside the van, where I would drive around and somebody would be trying to stand up in the back.
And you're,
and it was really fucking fun.
That's funny. That's funny.
It was so fun.
Dangerous, but fun.
I missed that van. Oh, yeah, it was super dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
So fun, though. So fun. Nobody ever got seriously hurt, though.
Yeah.
Hurt, but not seriously.
Not seriously.
Right.
We're talking like a scraped elbow, you know, I hit my knee pretty hard.
Yeah. I took one of our when I was like 16, before I had my own car. My parents let me borrow one of the work trucks they had, and it was just an old like Ford pickup, you know. But me and some friends, we took some roofing liner and put it in the back and filled up the back with water and turned it into a mobile swimming pool.
Yeah.
And then we went driving around with everyone in the back, and we got to 51st and Memorial, and the cops
you got
pulled us
pulled
over and
over,
made me
yeah.
dump it out. Yeah.
They were like, no.
Okay.
We shan't be doing that, boys.
Open the gate.
Well, guys, be sure and follow Critical Hit Gaming.
Critical Hit Tulsa on Instagram.
Thank you for clarifying. Critical Hit Tulsa on Instagram, and follow Cam Porter on all the things.
Yes.
So that you can know when everything is happening. The Americam Dream
The American Dream on Instagram, and then just Cam Porter
on
everywhere else.
Facebook. Yeah. That's really exciting, man. I can't wait for
I'm
this
super
to happen.
excited. I'm super excited for everyone to.
We're here
check
for
it
whatever
out.
need, too.
Yeah, I really appreciate all the help already.
Awesome. Hilton,
Yo.
bye.
Bye.
Take it from me. I love you.